This is Fox 40 News at 9.
What happened to our scientist?
Yeah, it is Scientist Day, so we sent the staff scientist out. I'm worried because it's also windy, and Darren's very particular about his hair.
He locked it down. I was watching him hairspray it. He's good.
There are a couple of empty cans in the garbage over there.
Every day.
You know what? He always looks fantastic, though, right?
He spends more. He spends more money on a hairspray than all of us combined. He gets the top brand.
Darren's
Look what you've been doing. He caught us talking about it.
No, Darren, we never talk about you when you're not.
Hands on his hip.
Okay.
Hair looks good, Darren.
Hi,
Are
Darren.
you done? Are you done?
Maybe.
So the wind isn't actually that bad. My hair's actually doing okay, but the important thing is where I'm standing. I'm literally standing on the front steps of the Capitol building where so many things happen, right? How many times do you hear on the front steps of the Capitol? Look what's happening out here today. There's a whole bunch of tents out here filled with scientists, and at 10 o'clock this morning, from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, there are going to be 2,500 kids between 3rd grade and 6th grade meeting these scientists and maybe figuring out if they want to become one of them in the future. It is State Scientist Day. I'm going to spend the next hour down here. We'll talk about my hair, but we will also talk about the forecast and State Scientist Day, guys. I'll see you with more in a few minutes.
Awesome, Darren. You're in good company,
Darren.
too. We can't wait to check in with you in a little bit. That looks like fun. They're just getting everything all set up, and a good day to do it because it's beautiful out.
But our whole point was
9:08's your time. Thousands of students coming out for the 29th annual State Scientist Day. So naturally, we sent Darren Peck out to join them.
first he's going to give us a look at the weather from downtown, then tell us all about the earthquakes. And we can see your hair blowing, Darren. That's an indication of the weather.
Yep. Yeah, it is a little breezy out here. It's not as cold as it was this morning. We really had a nasty wind chill earlier this morning. Let's get some numbers on the screen, and I'll just walk you through the story here. All the way through. All right, I don't know if you guys can read what the banner says on that tent back there parked in front of the Capitol. It says the California Association of Professional Scientists. So within the state of California, the state employs a lot of scientists. There's a labor union for all those scientists, and they wanted to get together and say, how can we promote this idea of the importance of science to our state and also recruit the next wave of generational scientists? That's where State Scientist Day came from. Today is State Scientist Day. I want to bring you to one of my favorite little areas of state science, which is the California Geological Survey. You've heard of the USGS. That's the big national organization that oversees geology. But California's got its own. It started back in 1860.
Yeah, we've been around over 150 years. Yeah.
So this is like our little state geological survey. It's kind of a big deal. And since it's California, Cindy, Earthquakes are
a big deal. So in California, we have lots of sensors throughout the state that can measure earthquakes, and they're also going to be working for the new earthquake early warning system we have as well.
So if you're a geologist and you want to interest kids in science and what you do, kids 3rd through 6th grade, they like to jump, right?
Right.
Cindy, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be making an earthquake right now.
Go ahead and show us. The crazy lady over here, jumping on the ground.
3 different directions, up, north, south, and east, west.
So tell me what we're seeing here. Why is there a white? So the different directions are shaded different colors.
Right. So we're looking at how fast the ground is increasing, amplifying in motion. So
there's a sensor in this box.
Right. It's down on the ground, and it's picking up your ground acceleration. It's
so
kind of like a car taking off.
What I call you jumping like a crazy woman, you call ground acceleration.
Right.
P waves and S waves and all that, right?
You can't see the P waves and S waves on there, but those are important as well. And this instrument would be recording that in real time as well.
So it's the first kind of hands-on visual for kids on how earthquakes are measured. Cindy, go over the tsunami exhibit. We're going to go around the front side of the tent here, so when the kids come down, not only can they learn about earthquakes over there, but Cindy's also going to teach them about another aspect of a natural hazard here in California, which is tsunamis. And you've got a little mock-up here of the coast.
We have an offshore earthquake, very rarely, but we can have an earthquake that could push up the ocean floor and cause a tsunami that could come onshore very, very quickly. These are very rare events, but we want people to be prepared. So if they feel an earthquake and they're at the beach, get to higher ground.
So this was a super simplified explanation of how you get these tsunamis. In an earthquake, sometimes, come on over here, Chester, sometimes the earthquake will cause the floor of the ocean to lift. That's what causes the tsunamis.
It's all the way across the ocean from Japan. Other countries can send them across our way.
The big one here in California in Crescent City was from an earthquake in Alaska.
Very good.
Back
You've done your homework.
in the 60s, right? They are a major hazard to the coast of California, so that's one of the things kids will be learning here.
We map these hazards out in the state.
Of course you do, because we got a state geological survey. Look at the other side of the lawn. There's a whole other half here. So coming up in the next visit, I'm going to be talking to scientists over there, guys. I'll see you with more in a few minutes.
Darren, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Look at all the activity going on there and encouraging the next generation of scientists. Well done, my friend. Hair looks great.